Grand Rising. Grand Rising. It's when you jive turkeys in here. Yeah. This thing gonna start off kind of slow because it's kind of late. It's kind of early. So we're gonna see who we able to get in here. This thing gonna start off slow. For the people that's gonna watch this on replay, you may have to fast forward slightly because, well, you'll know when you start hearing me talk. Shout out to the chat. What's going on? You here with a beast of a man. Y'all see my comment there? Read my comment. Awesome in the Gizmo Show. Y'all read my comment in the Awesome in the Gizmo Show. Appreciate everybody. Y'all, I want to wake up, you know what I'm saying, as I rise. You know what I'm saying, all praise to the Creator for allowing me to be here. I want to take this time out, y'all, while Gizmo was sleeping, to make something very clear to the people that's under the sound of my voice this early on a Sunday. One of the things that I've noticed in the Black community, and this is very specific to Black people, and I always try to preface and deal with that, you know, because that's where I am. That's who the community I belong to, right? We'll always like to we do this thing, y'all. We do something that's very uncomfortable for me. When we like somebody, when we think somebody's talented. Now, we don't know these people specifically. We don't know any of the people that we look up to, athletes, entertainers. We don't know these people in a specific way. However, what we'll do is, because we like his ability, excuse me, we think that he has talent. What we'll do is we'll get behind him. You know what I'm saying? Athletes, entertainers. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do in the Black community because most of us don't have real role models. So we look to people like a Corey Holcomb or Michael Jordan, or, you know what I'm saying, people, you know what I mean, who are influential positions in order to follow their lead. And then when we see their behavior, we have a problem disassociating ourselves from the behavior. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, this was a clip, y'all, from a guy, Freezy. Freezy shouted me out. He wanted me to come on, y'all, but I don't know if he wanted me to come on. Let me back that up. But he shouted me out, and I was trying to get on, but I couldn't click the link, so I couldn't get on. So I didn't hear a lot of this. But this is what, for you all, I want to recap this slightly. Bag up how we got here. Corey initially, as everybody is familiar with right now, you know what I'm saying, had an issue with the guy, you know, with the guy Anton. I'm not an Anton supporter. I always thought Anton was a mark. I thought that years ago. This has nothing to do with Anton specifically, you know what I'm saying? But what it does is it reaches to a larger point. Now, when Corey was in front of Anton, they had that squabble. What didn't happen was any physical violence. That's what we know. There was back and forth. There was words that was shared, and then, you know what I'm saying, and then the dog actually rage quit. You know what I'm saying? He actually got up and walked off. So as y'all know, he actually walked off and he didn't want no smoke. Neither one of them wanted no smoke, y'all. And I know y'all, I have a lot of people that understand my voice that are not fighters. But let me tell y'all something. When two men want to fight, they fighting. Ain't nothing to Let me tell y'all something. I've been to prison 3 times. I've been there, seen it, and done it. When men want to scrap, they scrapping. Ain't nothing to all that trying to circumvent the process and trying to get it around. Can't nobody stop 2 men from scrapping if they want to work. It's just that simple. So let me tell y'all about this situation. So now they didn't fight then. However, what you see Corey do in this video is walk over to this woman, right, and put his hands on her. Now, some people say it's a mush, some people say it's a punch. I don't know, but either one is acceptable. It doesn't matter whether he tried to punch her. It doesn't matter whether he mushed her. He walked over to her and put his hands on her. What kind of man, what kind of guy gonna call himself a man gonna defend this behavior? If you such a weak man and you think that behavior is acceptable, you a weak ass excuse for a man. And I don't want your support, nigga, and I don't want you on my channel. You a buster. She didn't put his hands on her. She didn't put her hands on him. He walked over, and let me tell y'all what black men do. Let me tell y'all what they doing right now. What they saying, y'all, is this what they do. Oh, well, she put her hands in his face. This is what you weak ass niggas do. This is why I hate you niggas. This is why I hate you niggas. Let me say it again. I hate you weak ass niggas because you're not men. You look for a reason to give him an excuse for walking over to that woman and putting his hands on her because you like the way he tell jokes. You niggas looking for daddies on the internet. And this is why you at the bottom of the socioeconomic totem pole. Because some things should be unanimous, y'all. Some things, y'all, should be unanimous. All men, black men, under the sound of my voice, should say, you know, man, Corey, that was some whole ass shit you did walking over to that woman and putting your hands on her. But you black men can't do that because you niggas is fans. You niggas is fans, man. And you wonder why your women don't respect you. You wonder why they look at you in contempt. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for that man to walk over to her and put his hands on her. And then you niggas gonna run out of my chat. Get your bitch ass out my chat, man. Shout out to Brother Terrence. You can stop the world or change it. You can't stop the world or change it. You are tilted to your own opinion. You're wasting your time talking. Shout out to Terrence. I appreciate that. Let me tell you something, Terrence. I disagree with you. Let me start with the first point. I've seen great men make change all my life, right? Well, history has told me that it only takes one man. So this isn't my opinion, Terrence. This is a fact. I want you to know that men overwhelmingly I'm talking about men overwhelmingly from every different sector, from every different race and religion would not lift up and support this behavior. And it's true that our black men are not at the bottom of the socioeconomic totem pole. Do we not have anything? We only have 2.5% of wealth. So Terrence, this isn't what I just think. This is the facts. And so we should always be lifting up the truth. This is what we should do. Now, if you're not a man, and if you're a fan, then I can't help you. Right? Real men, solid thinking, quality thinking men don't support this. He should have never walked over to that woman and put his hands on her. He didn't touch Anton. I'm never wasting my time. I'm a beast of a man. Ain't nothing coward about me. I've been a warrior and I've been dragged through the bowels of hell and I'm still here. So there's nothing about me that's wasting my time. My daughter's in the back asleep. I had her since she was 18 months. Excuse me, 18, I'm tripping. I've had her since she was born. She's 18 months. My life is built off rigor and pain. Right? But women need men to protect them. And he walked over. She didn't, y'all, had she would have put her hands on him, we would be having a different conversation, Terrence. Had she walked over to him and put her hands on him, we would be having a different conversation. She did not. There was at least 3 people in between them. And then somebody allowed them to get close.
because there was 3 people, right? And then he put his hands on her, push, mush, whatever you want to call it. Then he would start getting his ass whooped. He ain't got no hands. I saw the video. You niggas is fans. I'm not. Let me tell y'all something. I'm a fan of my creator. I love my creator. I'm a beast of a man. I'm not you marks. I'm not you internet troll marks who ain't got no heart. I'm not y'all, man. It was absolutely unacceptable. And when you guys accept this behavior, it signals to the world that it's okay to disrespect not only ourselves, our women, and so the world don't respect you neither. This is why it's tied together. I know a lot of y'all are too dumb to understand this because you never had fathers and you hate black women so much because a lot of you niggas was rejected by women and you can't get a woman. You ain't got no swag. You ain't got no pizzazz or showmanship like this guy here. Huh? You don't know what it is to knock a woman on the strength of your character. You don't know what it is to make a woman like you. You don't know what it is. Mark ass nigga. You a mark ass nigga. And get your weak ass off my channel. This channel is built for the self-esteem and masculinity of black men. So that way they can be great and affect their communities in a positive way. I choose to use this platform to disseminate positive information. Right? Not to promote athletes and entertainers. I'm not no fan, nigga. I'm not no hoe. I don't sit in the back of. I'm not at the back of nobody's show, waiting to get my autograph signed. Shout out to Ernest. What's up, Ernest? Ernest Henderson. You're 100% on my. Thank you, Ernest. Appreciate it. Shout out to you, Ernest. I got a cousin named Ernest, man. Ernest Barnett, man. He was killed. He was kidnapped and killed in Detroit, man, back in 2017, man. He was my favorite cousin. Second, and he had a lot of heart, man. He had a lot of heart. And he was a very, very good guy. He was kidnapped and killed on the on West Side. They took him to the East Side and killed my cousin, man. Shout out to my cousin Ernest, man. May he rest in peace. Shout out to Ernest, man. Thank you so much, sir. Shout out to my brother Lusky. Lusky, what it dooski? Peace, brother. I'm so sick of black men making excuses for poor behavior. I'm sick of niggas making excuses for poor behavior. And this is why we wonder why we at the bottom of the socioeconomic totem pole, black men. We wonder why we're at the bottom of the socioeconomic totem pole. When you don't respect yourself, y'all, it signals to the world that they shouldn't respect you either. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, certain things, y'all, we should be 100%. Y'all, I get that black people are not a monolith. I understand that. But I want y'all to see my comment. I want y'all to read it. Lusky, I want you to see what I said. This was on Freezy's panel. I didn't get a chance to get up there, y'all, because somehow I couldn't connect my server. Y'all know Awesome don't be doing this internet stuff. But you had people that were trying to basically get around the fact, well, you know, so he tried to have, Corey had some comedian come up there talking about, well, she tried to gaslight me to put my hands on. Bro, I don't care about that female shit, bro. I'm not, no, nigga, I'm a beast. What did she say to you that was so offensive that you walked over to put your hands on her? You ain't put your hands on that nigga Anton, lame ass. You was right there in his face. You didn't put your hands on him. You didn't put your hands on Anton, nigga. You didn't touch him. You had every opportunity to put your hands on Anton, yet you didn't touch it. Y'all get a beast of a man's likes up. Shout out to Zayd. I'm new to this channel. Please give me the background of this conversation. What's up, Zayd? Appreciate you so much. Zayd, this is about the Corey Holcomb incident, man. This is, first of all, let me give you a little bit of background on myself. This channel is created for the masculinity and self-esteem and uplifting of black men so they can be great, right? And I tell my life in a real story of pain and sacrifice and show what it looks like while also raising a little girl. I had her ever since she was born, man. And so I've been in the streets, you know what I mean? I done did it, had it, lost it. Yep, there she go right there, right? She should be up in a minute. And so I really want to, so I have to speak on this situation specifically because I see how many cowards we have in our community, right? I see how many cowards of men we have in our community. And let me tell y'all something, communities are built by men, real men. Men stand tall. Men are not fans. And a lot of you black men are fans. That's my entire point. A lot of you black men are fans. Shout out to Ernest. Sorry, it's okay, brother. He's resting. Shout out to Impeded. Is it racist when another man salutes with the phrase, "How you doing, black man?" Is it racist? No, man. Racism is not a racism. Is a European ideology. Let me explain to you something. Racism. Black people cannot be racist. Black racism is a European ideology. They created racism. Racism is about access and power, both of which black people don't have. So when everybody talks about no black man can be racist, we can be prejudiced. But everyone's prejudiced. No black man can truly be racist. All right. So that's dumb thinking. We don't do dumb thinking on this channel. Shout out to V. You in here with a beast of a man. Shout out to John. They unalived that poor white Jewish man in Minnesota. Don't know nothing about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Black people been getting killed in this country, man, for this is what, 16, 19? So don't bring that over here. All right. So address that, and then we'll deal with that. Like I don't like when people try to circumvent the issues that black people have dealt with in order to jump over those to get to somebody else's issues. I'm a real man over here, the beast of one. I care about the things that are going on with black men specifically, because that's how you build communities. Everybody else cares about their community. A beast of a man like myself cares about mine. So that's very important. But I want y'all to see exactly what I said here. Y'all see what Awesome said? Y'all see what I said in my comments? I said, listen, man, I said, Corey walked over to that woman and put his hands on her. Right? You can't really see it, y'all, because we got some comments there. And you wonder why we at the bottom. When you make excuses for poor behavior as a man, you lose a piece of your masculinity, because your masculinity should be tied to the truth, whatever that may be. Right? I'm not a fan of entertainers. I'm a fan of God. I love my creator. Right? So I'm not going to get on here and say nothing I don't believe in order to get y'all to appreciate me or accept me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to get on here to say anything that y'all want to hear in order for y'all to appreciate me. I'm a beast for real. I want y'all to get this. When you support Corey and this poor decision making that he did, and you lift that up, what you do is you devalue masculinity, because any right thinking man knows that's unacceptable for you to walk over to a woman and put your hands on her. She didn't put her hands on him, so why would you think it's acceptable? But yet you didn't touch Anton. And I don't like either one of these. I don't like Anton. I know Anton's a mark. I've been saying that. Anton is a mark. It's not my fault you black men looking for heroes and daddies on the internet. Peace. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me go get the gizmo. The gizmo is waking up. I'm here with the beast of a man. Be right back, chat. Let me finish cooking. Let me get to the gizmo right quick. I'll be right back. Yes. Mm-hmm. What's up, chat? Back in here with a beast of a man. Yeah, y'all, I gotta cook on this. I gotta cook on this issue, man. There's too many of y'all in here playing. See, y'all say I like the gizmo. This daddy's pumpkin. Say hi, gizmo. She just woke up. Hey, pumpkin. Y'all, we are men. We are supposed to be here to protect our women. Men protect their women. Men don't look for excuses and then make excuses for why we put our hands on a woman. This is why I always tell my daughter to keep her hands to herself, y'all. Because I don't want nobody putting their hands on my daughter. Because if you put your hands on my daughter, you have a real large problem. Or an extremely large problem. So I will always tell my daughter, don't put your hands on nobody. I don't want my daughter walking around putting her hands on nobody. It's unacceptable, right? And so for you black men to act like that behavior is okay, that's a problem. Stop being fans of Corey and be a fan of God. Be a fan of the truth. Be a man. Corey, yeah, Dusty, he did, man. Yeah, he put his hands on this woman, what was her name, y'all? Christina Martinez outside of a bar, club or something like that. And then he got jumped on by some other guys, and you know what I mean? And it looked terrible. I guess it was several years. I don't know when. But let me tell you what black men are doing. Black men are trying to hedge their bets. They're trying to, oh, well, he did it to her, and you know, it was so long ago. And man, I don't care if it was last night or 10 years ago. Anybody who think that's okay, man, is a sucker. It's just that simple. Hey, baby. Hey, take a bite. Shout out y'all in here with a beast of a man. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe. I'm the realest guy doing it. I'm the realest guy doing this. I'm one of a kind. And this is facts. Y'all come here with a beast of a man. If you're not an upward thinking black man, if you're not an upward thinking man, it's a problem. Shout out to, hey, Miss Deborah. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss Deborah Timms. Appreciate you so much. Shout out to Miss Deborah. Let me see here. Let me see. That woman is a piece of work. And they were witnesses. Yes, and let me tell you something. She may be. But let me tell you something. Whatever she did, she didn't put her hands on him proud. She didn't touch him. Right? So he had no business putting his hands on her. And anybody supports that. Anybody who support that man putting his hands on her, you a weak coward of a man, and you don't deserve nobody. You don't deserve submission from no woman. Men should protect women. He had no business putting his hands on her. She didn't touch him. That's my entire point. And if you're not man enough to understand that, then you're a mark and you shouldn't be in my chat. He didn't touch Anton. See, a lot of you black men are fans. Shout out to my lovely lead moderator, Mai. Mai thought you was asleep. That's why I didn't want to bug. Shout out to my lead moderator extraordinaire. Thank you so much. Yeah, Miss Mai, she coming here giving orders. And she don't play. She cuss you out. She done did it to me. Shout out to Puppy Paws. You don't know the entire situation. You know one side of the story. Shout out to Puppy Paws. Puppy Paws, I want you to know you in here with a man. So I want to teach you something. And I mean this respectfully. Puppy Paws, I don't have to know the entire situation. See, I want you to know something when you're a man. You don't have to understand all sides. The only thing you have to understand is you have a responsibility. And as a man, I do. Okay, I'll give you an example. You don't know my entire circumstance with this little girl and me sitting here, right? However, you do see a black man taking care of a little girl. So you don't have to understand the entire circumstance to be able to look at a picture and understand that what you get from that is adequate enough to understand the story. I don't have to understand the entire story. I know he walked over to her and put his hands on her, yet he didn't put his hands on Anton. Is that or not true, Puppy Paws? I need you to address that for me respectfully. Did he or did he not? Now please don't run. I need you to answer me that. Did he or did he not walk over to that woman and put his hands on her? And did he not or did he put his hands on Anton when they were face to face? That is what I need you to address. Shout out to Puppy Paws. Okay, well then Puppy Paw said I'm right. Well, Puppy Paw, that's all we need to know. I want you to understand that this is my goal, to help rebuild black masculinity because it is in shambles. And when we pick and choose when we want to be men and when we don't, we will never have anything. We have to be men, period. He walked over to her. So because black men like him, they say, oh, you know, she did this and she been known to do this. Man, listen, I'm a beast, dog. I don't get off into that. I don't get off into that female mumbo jumbo and trying to circumvent and go around. No, just get them on and say, yeah, that's right. We don't do that over here. Shout out to my dog, Lusky. Puppy paws, okay, puppy paws week, yes. Proud, appreciate you, Rob, you all right. Puppy paws, I need to hear you. Puppy paws don't go nowhere. Now I need to know this because this is what y'all correct thinking looks like. See, what we see, y'all, it's difficult to get anywhere when you don't have men who are leading the way. And when you don't have men, y'all, that are leading the way, we aren't going to ever get anywhere. When you have men who make excuses for poor behavior because we like entertainers and athletes. This is what we like, y'all. I need you black men to stop being fans. A lot of you black men are fans because you don't have daddies. You didn't have men in your lives, so you act like your mamas. A lot of you black men is feminine. So your women don't see you as leaders and takers. The world over doesn't respect you. You weak. And when you support poor behavior, it makes you weak too. Under no circumstances should he have put his hands on that woman. And if you defend that, it makes you, defending weak positions makes you a coward. See, it's hard to take these positions, y'all. See, I want y'all to know something. Let me tell y'all something, man. Trying to be an advocate for black masculinity is hard. Why y'all think my channel's so small? If I was to get on here and talk them conservative white talking points or drag black women, my channel gonna go through the roof. But because when you a masculine black man who wishes to help uplift the masculinity and self-esteem of black men, it's hard. It's hard. But it's supposed to be hard, y'all, because my creator made it so. But my daughter got a beast for a man as a father. And you black men have to get back to masculine principles and stop supporting people just because somebody has talent. He can tell jokes. That don't mean his behavior is acceptable. Shout out to Rocksteady. Appreciate Rocksteady for being here. Appreciate Rocksteady. Steady rocking all night long. Emasculate. This is facts, Dusty. This is facts. And the black men, and when black men see, y'all, we at the socioeconomic bottom. We cannot afford to continue to make these poor decisions. We cannot afford it. Let me explain to y'all something. The Quran says a man can rise no higher than his woman. I've said this previously. Why does the Quran say that, everybody? It says that because when women rise to a certain level, men go up in order to get these women. This is important. Real men are supposed to be there for the women that are under his care. Not the women, y'all listen, let me tell y'all something, man. You can't get everybody. Every woman can't be saved because a lot of these women is too far gone. But however, the women who you can, the women who are deserving of your protection, you absolutely should be there. And if you're not there, then you a buster. If your women cannot look to you for refuge and protection, who can they go to, Mark? Shout out to Proud. I come from multiple generations of biological fathers. Shout out to Proud. That's why you talking like a man then. That's why you talking like a man, Proud. This is what happens. Shout out to Rocksteady. We are the strongest among people, but the weakest in unity within our culture. Shout out to Rocksteady. Here's the thing, and this is why y'all individualism don't work. This is why y'all I built my channel for the masculinity and self-esteem of black men. Shout out to Brother Ernest. I'm with you, brother. If you spread the truth. If you're spreading the truth, I'm here in Macomb County. Shout out to Macomb County. I'm from Detroit, and you mean Macomb County in Michigan? I was born in Wayne County. Appreciate everybody for being here. Y'all make my daughter some eggs. You know what I'm saying? While I'm kicking it with y'all. Appreciate while I'm doing that, y'all make sure to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe if this is content you can get behind. If not, you're a mark. Like I'm just gonna put it like this. If you don't want self-determination and you want to continue to stay at the bottom and you don't want a man who's been through the storm to give you some real sauce, then you're a buster, man. I'm just gonna tell you, man. Just tell you. I'm just be honest with y'all, man. And you will never get respect from your women if you black men don't learn to respect yourself, she won't never get no respect. Yes, Tinkerbell. I'm waking your ass now. She's upset. If you black men don't learn how to respect yourself, ain't nobody never gonna respect you. Y'all support athletes and entertainers who tell you whatever you want to hear. You black men support athletes and entertainers who will tell you whatever you want to hear. This is what you do. A lot of you black men is fans, man. And you gotta stop being fans of people because they're entertaining. Forget the question, y'all, is here. The question, y'all, the question is not whether or not he's entertaining. The question is he correct in his thinking? Was his behavior correct? And no matter what y'all want to say, she didn't put her hands on him. Black men saying, this is what black men doing, y'all. I keep hearing a bunch of marks. Y'all, they keep going back and forth, trying to give him refuge and give him a way out. Oh, well, you know, she put his hands on him earlier. You couldn't see. You don't have to know the whole story in order to... Man, I'm not trying to hit that. Listen, man, dig this here, man. You black men better start getting serious about yourselves, man. If you want respect in this world, then y'all gonna have to learn how to be men, man. And men don't make excuses, man. Men make a way. I know so many of y'all didn't have nobody to tell y'all this. That's why he sent me. A real man who's been through real fire. I show y'all what toughness look like every day. I show y'all what intestinal fortitude and guts look like. I was homeless with this little girl, ask mine. I was homeless with this little girl for 8 months. We had nowhere to go. And I never bailed on her. And I didn't have nobody to call. Can't none of y'all tell me nothing. All I had was my creator. Get the likes up and stop being marks. Get the likes up for a beast. Shout out to Puppy. Why there's so many women that start drama, do whatever they can to start fighting, man. Puppy Paws, this is a good channel for you, Puppy Paws. This is a great channel, because I want you to understand something. That has nothing, whether they do or don't, that has nothing to do with being a man. Women gon' women, dog. Women gon' women. See, here's the thing, man. A lot of y'all listen to weak men. So because you listen to weak men, you worried about the wrong thing. That's not the question you should be asking yourself. The question you should truly be asking yourself, Puppy Paws, is what about me what about me is giving her the ability to think that she can put her hands on me and disrespect me? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Real men don't have these problems, man. Masculine men don't have these problems out of their women. Real men having it their way. Real men having it their way, Jack. They're not sitting around complaining about the opportunities or somebody taking something from them or complaining about women. That's not no good look. Real men make a way, y'all. They make a way from no way. Shout out to Dusty, if you're smart enough to try to. Let me see if you're smart enough to try. I'm getting there. I'm working on it, Pumpkin. She learned her lesson. Let me see. I agree. The world's approval. People's respect. Respect. Let me see. I agree. The world's approval. Well, here's the thing. You have to understand something. Austin. The way people look at you is the way people are gonna deal with you. So because we got to keep in mind that we live with people, and we need to be able. It's a community, and if people don't respect you, then then you don't get opportunity. And if you don't get opportunity, then how can you get something accomplished and done? That's facts. That's facts, Sean. You 1000% right. She learned her lesson. Who learned her lesson? The woman, but what did she learn, Proud? That a man can put his hands on her because she was talking. And what I'm saying, y'all, Corey he was outside. He could have walked away. He could have turned his back on her and walked away, y'all. He could have turned his back on her and walked away. But when he was on the 5150 show, he didn't put his hands on Anton. Y'all, we cannot excuse poor behavior, y'all. And if I come on here and try to do anything else, I talk about the masculinity and self-esteem and the uplifting of black men so they can be better. If I didn't come on here and tell y'all the truth, then I wouldn't be who I say I am. I'm a supporter of my creator. I don't do what I do for you. I don't do what I do for her. I do what I do because my creator told me to do it. He tells me what to do. Y'all better start getting serious, man. A lot of you black men are not serious. And because you're not serious, you get laughed at. You get disrespected. What black men y'all know that have been through a storm like me and then that had a little girl ever since she was born? I didn't even know how to take care of a baby. I had nobody to call. The only family we got, is the people in this chat. And yet I never made no excuses. That's what masculinity look like. I'm tough for real. Yes, precious. I'm working on your breakfast. Mm-hmm. Shout out, son. Move according to greed. I've heard other comedians have the same experience with that crazy woman. You got to get the entire story, multiple occasions with this one. No, Proud. That's not a Proud. That's not going to fly over here. Proud, that won't fly. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it doesn't matter what. I'll give you an example. Hypothetically speaking, you are correct. We don't know that, this, that, and the third. But let's just assume that you are. Corey still had an opportunity to walk away. She didn't touch him. That's the bottom line. She didn't touch him. And he didn't touch Anton. That's all I care about, Proud FBA. That's all I care about, man. I care about the bottom line. I know you want to eat ting. It's almost done. I have toast. You want toast? Y'all, Gizmo want toast. She like, Daddy, what you talking about? Proud FBA. If we make excuses for bad behavior, we lose respect as men. Nobody should be putting their hands on nobody in that regard. But you know what I mean? In that particular situation, she didn't put his hands on him. And then, y'all, he ain't got no hands because whoever did, they put their hands on him. The video show him getting punched on after that. Man, listen, man. I do what my creator tell me to do, y'all. Mm-hmm. That's precious. Here, let me get your... All praise to the creator. Here, baby. And wash the face. Here, mama. It's all praise to the creator. May be gracious, humble, and thankful. So be it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby. Toast? Mm-hmm. Shout out to say you ready to eat. Shout out, people judge me because they see me at home all the time. Little do they know. I day trade, probably making the same more than them. Shout out Austin. I'm not sure about that. Congratulations. Hopefully you are successful. Says she's done it with other people. Doesn't matter. No, puppy paws. That don't matter if she done it with other people. Puppy paws. As a matter of fact, that leans even more to my point. Hypothetically speaking, if she did have a history of that, that's even more of a reason because a thinking man understands that and walks. And as soon as he sees her coming, he knows it's trouble. He keep it moving. Oh, okay. Let me keep it moving. Yeah, baby girl. Yeah, this is, y'all. When are we going to be men and stop trying to look at women? I don't look toward a woman to be my savior. I have to save me. I have to make correct decisions. When a man makes correct decisions, y'all, opportunity shall befall him. I don't look to a woman and give her an out. Oh, well, what she did made me do this. No. She don't get that power over me. I'm a beast of a man. I don't let no woman get no power over me. Look at baby, it's my way you can get up out of here. See, y'all been marks for so long, y'all don't know nothing about that. A lot of you black men are soft. You really, really feminine on the real for real. Because if you was a real man, you wouldn't be trying to put what no woman do or don't do into no context. Shout to say what shout to leave, but facts, that's what these guys do. Lovely Rebecca Towns. Hey, Miss Rebecca, a beast of a man. It never matters how I feel, only matters what needs to be done. Shout out to Miss Rebecca. They did clean him up, Dusty, and he didn't say nothing about that. Do you hold women accountable? A woman shouldn't act aggressive like a man. Shout out to Proud FBA. Great point. FBA, this is why this channel is needed. And I'm glad you give me an opportunity to teach my people and to be able to show the truth about things. Peep this, FBA. I want to make this very clear. Because when y'all hear this stuff later on, I don't want y'all thinking they got it from, they came up with it themselves. They heard it over here. They just never gave me credit. Let me explain this, Proud FBA. I want to make this very clear. Accountability is for men. Accountability is not for women. I've been saying that for months on my channel. Let me explain this to you. Listen to me. Being a man of your word is a thing. When have you ever heard she's a woman of her word? That's literally never been a thing. Men hold each other to a standard, meaning you gave your word, do what you say. Men hold women to a standard. Excuse me, men hold men to a standard. Women are fickle and silly. Women are fickle and silly. I love my daughter to death. I would die for her. I don't trust her. I'm not a mark. Women are not to be trusted. Men understand this. No, accountability is for men. And if you don't understand that, that means something is wrong with your thinking. That means you don't understand. That's them internet talking points, y'all. That's that internet crap. Being a man, you can't, my daughter don't have to be accountable, y'all. If she's beautiful, which she won't check that box if everything holds up, correct, right? And she's able to get along with a man will say, listen, I got her. I got her, Mr. Awesome. I got her. She don't have to be accountable. I'll be accountable. She's beautiful. She's compliant. She can have a great life. That's not enough for a man, specifically a black man. Do y'all understand that? Shout out to Dusty. You got ignore aggressive women. Men start looking at them. Let me see. You got ignore aggressive. Yes, you shouldn't even be around them, Dusty, anyway. Those type of women shouldn't even be in your circumference. That's important. Shout out to keep your words in the street. Your money don't mean facts. Shout out to Puppy. But she could be acting like the perfect woman, and then one day she goes crazy and start acting like a psycho. And then you're in a situation where you don't know what to do. Puppy Paul, that's why you got a beast of a man like me to teach you. You have to be so cold and linear in your thinking that once things before Puppy Paul, there's nothing that I'm talking about that I haven't experienced. So I understand these things in totality. You have to be, in this particular situation, let's keep it to him, right? Or let's keep it to this particular situation. Did he or did he not, y'all, walk over to this woman and put his hands on her? That's all we're dealing with. He walked over to her. She didn't walk up to him. She was not a threat. He didn't like what she said. That's what we're dealing with. He was wrong. And if you black men support that, then it makes you look weak. This is what I'm dealing with. Yes, weak, Pumpkin. Weak. Yes, definitely weak. Yeah. Hey, Miss Debbie Barnett. Hey, Miss Debbie Barnett. Appreciate Miss Barnett for being in here. Thank you so much, Miss Barnett. I be a little ditzy at times. So I do get facts. Thank you so much for appreciate. This is why you need men who are linear. This is why you need men who are cerebral. Men are supposed to be, this is the way it's supposed to be, y'all. Men should be cerebral and women should be emotional. Therefore, we have balance. However, these things are out of whack. Yes, out of whack, Pumpkin. This is correct. Yes. Shout out to mine. Everyone please type in the chat. No, okay. That's fact. Y'all heard lead moderator. She like to keep order in her chat. Y'all better get it together. This is your problem. Yeah, G Chicago, me again. Yeah, you gotta learn how to spell too, man. If you're gonna say you, at least spell it correctly. It gets an egg, Tinker. No. Try the egg. She putting the eggs all in the corner. Pumpkin, you didn't even try the eggs. Yes, eggs. I thought we were gonna try eggs again. Please? No? Not even little? Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. I never force her y'all to eat. She don't want to eat them. That's okay. You never want to try to. I've learned, y'all. You never want to try to make a child eat certain things. And once they reject it, and then now I try to force her to eat it. Now she'll have a bad memory about it, and she'll never want to eat them in the rest of her life. I just make them available for her. And a lot of times what she'll do is she'll eat off my plate. She did say no, Chicago. This is right, CJ. This is why you need this is why we need masculine men at the forefront of what we do. This is why we need men on the front lines. Accountability is for men. Men have to be accountable, specifically black men, because you can't have a good life if you don't be accountable. Accountability and dependability go hand in hand. You see what I'm saying? If you're dependable, then you're accountable. If you're accountable, then you're dependable. Because if you're accountable, then that means you're not gonna want to go around apologizing. So you're going to make correct decisions. Accountability and dependability go hand in hand, y'all. You cannot be, a woman does not have to be that. That's not a prerequisite for a woman. She can literally have a great life. Only internet marks get on here who don't understand women want to talk accountability for women. That's literally not a thing. If she not on your time, she shouldn't even be in your space, no way. So the question is, what you even dealing with her for? See, a lot of you black men got low self-esteem. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. A lot of you black men got low self-esteem. You never knocked a woman on the strength of how she like, or the strength of your swag. A woman never liked you. A woman never catered to you. She never, you Marks ain't never had a woman just fall head over heels for you. And anything you say, that's what it was. So that's why y'all don't know women. Y'all don't understand women. That's why you got a beast like me to try to teach you, Marks. I've had that, y'all, I've experienced it so many times. And I know what a woman's role is. I know what my role is. And the twins shall never meet. No need. There's nothing, y'all, that I wouldn't teach my own daughter. No. Shout out to Chicago. Chicago, don't tell me what to do. I've been focusing on her whole life. You don't like the message? Beat it, Mark. She just talking. Derrick Jackson. Never Derrick Jackson. I'm not a liar, Tupac. Never Derrick Jackson. Never. Derrick Jackson was the type of guy to lie and try to cater to black women. I cater to the truth. If you're not a man and you putting your hands on women, you know what I'm saying? If you're a man and you putting your hands on women, you a mark. That's that, right? She didn't put her hands on you. She didn't put her hands on you. Like if she didn't put her hands on you, then what you putting your hands on her for? This is why I will always tell my daughter, y'all, keep her hands to herself. I don't want my daughter going around putting her hands on nobody. It's not okay to be combative with men. It's not okay. It's not all right. It's not all right, y'all. It's not all right. And when you black men defend it, when you black men are fans, because a lot of you black men don't have daddies. You didn't grow up with the man. So you don't know how men act. You act like your mamas. And that's what you need me for. The creator been busy lately, y'all, so he sent me. He sent me through everything. He sent me through everything so that way I could bring it to y'all. He busy. He sent me. Teach you, Mark, something. Verbally or physically. Shout out the truth. He's not talking to him. Shout out to Dusty. Facts. Stop making things about women. When you black men stop, let me explain to y'all something. When y'all stop trying to blame women, watch how many opportunities. Listen to me. I want every black man under the sound of my voice. Just try it. Start taking the position of ownership of everything in your life. A true king governs everything in his circumference, positive and negative. Let me say it again. A true king governs everything under his circumference, positive and negative. He don't pick and choose. Try that mindset and watch how you jump back in here. You're going to say, man, bro wasn't lying. These chicks all over me. I can't beat them off. No, Shy, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, Shy. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't need to know it all. I know you walked over to that woman and put your hands on her. And I'll give y'all an example right now. Would anybody need to know the truth? Would anybody need to know the entire story if all of a sudden I put a hole in this wall? All you would know is Awesome put a hole in the wall right in front of his daughter. You don't need to know why. You need to understand the fresh. No, they don't need to know why, Pumpkin. Why? All y'all would say is he's unhinged. That's what you would say. And guess what? You will be correct. You don't need to know the circumstances. You don't need to get to the bottom of it. We're not investigators. We may never know what was said. It doesn't matter, Shy. All we know is he walked over to that woman and put his hands on her and then got mopped up. And yet he didn't put his hands on Anton. I don't even like Anton. I know Anton's a mark. Anybody that know me knows that. I've been said that. I'm a fan of my creator, y'all. That's my point. Shout out to Rich Taker. Shout out to Rich Taker. Terrence. You sound like you are very angry about something that has nothing to do with the woman, man. On the hand. Shout out to Terrence. Great point. Terrence, you want to know the truth? I'll be honest with you. I am. I'll be honest with you, Terrence. I am. As a black man in America, your masculinity, and I'm very, very passionate about these topics. Yes, I'm very upset because I see black men have nothing in this country. 2.5% of the wealth. I see little to no opportunity, right? And I see black men talking like women every day. So yes, Terrence, I am angry. To be honest with you, yes, I am. And I'm very serious about the masculinity and self-esteem of black men. I'm very serious about it. It is my calling. It's my duty to uplift the masculinity and self-esteem of black men. It is my duty. It keeps me up at night. Your opportunities keep me up. Terrence, I want my daughter. You know what, Terrence? One of the things that really concern me, Terrence, I'm going to be honest with you. I look at my daughter and I wonder, will she have a man that's going to be there to marry her? I wonder, will she have a man that's going to be there? Here you go, baby. I concern myself with that, Terrence. That concerns me. It concerns me because she'll be ready. My question is, will y'all sons be ready? That concerns me. I'm 45, Terrence. I am 44 years older than my daughter. That means I have more time behind me than I do in front of me. Yes, I'm concerned. Yes, I'm upset. Because my daughter's going to need a man to take care of her. Okay. Some man is going to have to come along and take care of my daughter. Your sons. And if y'all don't get serious, we're not going to never have nothing. Shout out to Isaiah. Hands to yourself if you got to put your hands on a woman. Be by yourself. Shout out to Isaiah. We got to stop making excuses. We make too many excuses in the black community for the people that we like. Hey, baby. You want to get the balls? Go get your balls. You know, okay. We make too many excuses. And a man who makes excuses, y'all, is not going to be considered a man. He's going to have problems. You're making your daughter crazy. What if, shout out to OG. You're making your daughter crazy. What is your concern? Are not her get help crazy, man? You're making your daughter crazy. How am I making her crazy, G? G, how am I making her crazy by worrying about her future? See, G, listen, I think a lot of you, listen, man, listen, I know a lot of y'all guys are feminine. I get it. You never seen true masculinity in its real form. I want you marks to start to get a whiff. I want you marks to really start to get a whiff and watch me. Stay on my channel. Learn something. Stop being emotional in your thinking. I'm going to teach you marks something if you just stick around. I got the sauce for you. I'm the one. I got all of the answers that you need. You know what I mean? You know, as far as masculinity and manhood, I got those for you. Now, I don't know nothing about no credit repair. I don't know nothing about, you know what I'm saying, how to maintain a marriage. I've never done that. So I don't speak on things that I don't know. But I show y'all brothers how to dress, how to put them suits on. I show you brothers how to really, really move. How to really, really get your masculinity up, dog. I got you. That's what the creator sent me, right? He made me go through everything I went through so that way I could give y'all this stuff for free. Shout out to Product BA. Why would a grown woman provoke a man? Women like her are more determined, are more detrimental to the black family than what Corey did. Yeah, Proud FBA, I'm not Proud FBA. I will never agree with that. Proud FBA, if you think that behavior is okay, then you lack masculinity. You need to search your soul. You need to search your soul. What he did was absolutely unacceptable. There's a woman, y'all, that women come in here and troll me all the time. There was one older woman, y'all, named Carol, who trolls me often. I say, hey, Miss Carol, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you tell me why you don't like me? What, you know what I mean? What about me don't you like? What about me bothers you? She don't say nothing. Y'all, just because, y'all, I didn't get on here and say F-U-B and whoop-de-whoop. How do I look like a man arguing with an elderly woman? See, some of y'all are so weak. Some of you black men are so weak that you'll accept any type of disrespect because you never had no respect. Think 'em. Give me that. Shout out to Robin. Hi, my name is Robin. I definitely don't understand the statement. What the making your daughter crazy, worrying about her future. Yeah, I didn't understand it either, Robin. I didn't understand that either. But like I said, once again, the internet, we have a lot of, there's a lot of weakness, and I'm trying to purge this weakness. Puppy paws, and this is why my channel is needed. Because we have to get back to some masculine principles, and we're out of them as black men. We're failing. And I don't worry about what women do or don't do. Shout out to Robert. No, Robert, I don't have a woman. I have women who I'm looking at, right? Women who I pay attention to, right? Am I with anybody? No. Am I with anybody currently? No. Gizmo talking about no. Nobody lives with me except my daughter currently. I have a young lady, you know what I'm saying, who I'm looking at though. She got a lot of potential. She got to watch her mouth though. She watching too. She know I don't play. Shout out to Terrence. It's not making her crazy. It's not making her crazy because she has no idea what he's talking about right now. It's the role model, the physical thing she's looking up to right now. It's not the variable thing. Shout out to Terrence. Yeah, Terrence, you're going to have stupid people, and that's just what you do. Shout out to Shy. I'm more in line with you, but I believe in accountability from all. Corey has a side to tell. I'm going to hold my judgment till all the facts come out. Yo, Shy, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, Shy. If let's just say for a minute, if the facts come out that she called him the worst thing you can think of, that still justify him walking over to her and putting his hands on her. And yet he still didn't put his hands on Anton. Are we gonna ever get to that? Or are we just going to circumvent that part? So he can walk over and put his hands on her, yet he didn't walk over. Anton was right there in front of him. All he did was switch seats. And he was right there he told her, he told him to say it again. Say SMD again. That's what he said. He didn't tell her to say it again. Whatever she said, if she did say it again, she said he walked up to her. He gave him another out. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Shout out to Blessed Divinely. Appreciate y'all so much. You went with a beast of a man. Ain't nothing coward about me. Carol's a bully from the third floor window. Well, I'll leave my lead moderator to address that. Shout out Tupac. Hyenas hate panda bears. Like you and that's why they do. Let me see. Shout out to hyenas hate panda bears like you. And that's why they disrespect. Who's a panda bear? Who's a panda bear? Tupac. Because I'm telling you to not put your hands on a woman, that makes me a panda bear? Is that what you mean? Especially when he had every opportunity to walk away. Shout out to Ryan. Yeah, get you one, Ryan. That's the Godfather. That's let me get y'all some better light here. I gotta fold these clothes, so I'll let y'all see some stuff. Gizmo be running me ragged. I'ma get in my seat. This is my background, y'all. I'm a warrior of a man. I'm not a listen. The people y'all worship, a lot of you black men worship. That's my favorite movie, y'all, The Predator. I'm knocking stuff over, y'all. And that's Conan and Ali. So all of these, y'all, mean something to me. All of these pictures mean something to me. I like your channel. We'll be watching whenever you want. Shout out to Puppy Paws. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Become a member of the small family. My lead moderator will always direct y'all how to do that. Let me see. This is the energy a message should be delivered with. It is much needed. Shout out to On Point. Thank you so much, On Point. Very kindly of you. Thank you very much. The comments did yes. Let me see. Who talks the worst about people? Corey or Stephen A? That's a great question, Common. I'll tell you the truth. I would probably say Stephen A. Because Stephen A picks and chooses. But Corey picks and chooses as well. He picks and chooses not to fight old boy. He picked and chose then, but yet he picked and chose to put his hands on that woman. And Stephen A, y'all, he didn't want no smoke with Serena's husband when he came on there and checked him on his show. We've seen Stephen A tuck tail. We've seen, but these are not my heroes, y'all. These people are not my heroes. My creator is my hero. Ali. Warriors of men. Malcolm X. Dr. King, warriors of men. Men who went through the fire. See, I'll go through the fire. I don't care nothing about y'all liking me. I'm different. What's that song? Pull up with the ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Very direct. Yeah, I don't play no games. I ain't got time for that. You're right, but anti-location justifies the de-escalation. No, Shy. I'm glad you mentioned that. Shy, I want you to understand something. This is very important for the men under the sound of my voice. I've been in all kind of circumstances and altercations. Won a lot, lost some too. The only time that de-escalation, the scene matters, is when we at grandma's house. Auntie's house, and we in somebody's house. Hey, man, come outside, man. Let me talk to you outside. We ain't at grandma's house. Wherever it started is where it ended at. We're men. We don't play them games. It didn't start out there. It started right here. So no. We're not shy. Maybe you don't, and I get it, shy. The majority of people that are under the sound of my voice are law-abiding citizens and they do the right thing. So y'all don't really understand these principles. However, when men get into it, wherever it started is where it ends. You don't get the, ain't no going outside. Ain't no going nowhere. Where it started is where it ends. So no. We're not going outside unless we at grandma's house. You know what I mean? We in front of, we in that type of environment where there's some older women that we need to make sure we respect. Other than that, wherever it started is where it ended. That's what we doing. No, Robin. Especially, Robin, if she didn't put his hands on him first, then she shouldn't be. Now, had she put his hands on him first, then yeah, all bets is off. All bets is off. He didn't. She didn't. He walked over to her. We cannot escape that. And then black men talking about she put his hands in his face. And no, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. That woman, there was at least 2 people between them, and then there was a third. This is facts. Shout out to Dusty. There's some words that can make a man emotionally stable with a limited reason. But he wouldn't been fighting like someone trying to unalive him or something. Whatever said hurt his feelings. And there's a problem, Dusty. That's the problem. But according to the chat, according to him, he already had knowledge of her being this type of woman. So as soon as he saw her coming, he should have been making a beeline the other way. So therefore, we wouldn't have no back and forth. Yes, Precious. Want me to put on Jules? Want Jules? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, we have to stop making excuses, y'all, as men. Men don't make excuses. They're looking for results. Corey played himself. And if you support that, then that says a lot about you. Because you're a fan. I don't want y'all to be even fans of me. I only do what my creator told me to do. Whether y'all like it or not, doesn't matter to me. Y'all don't have to like me. I'm not here to be liked. My creator told me to do something. I do what he told me to do. You can take that or leave it. There's more about let words dictate the aggression. Yeah, shot. Listen, right. And we have to understand that being a man trumps all. I don't get to pick and choose when I want to be a man. He picked and chose. He didn't put his hands on that woman. It's as simple as that. Shout out to lovely Angie. Shout out to Maya, always being supportive. Shout out to Ediva. Hey, baby, what's happening? You here with the beast. Scarface is my favorite movie, but Predator is a close second. Shout out to Puppy Paws. Wrong movie. Your favorite movie should have been The Godfather. Black men spent a lot of time getting jammed up, but we didn't understand the right movie. We was looking at the right actor, wrong movie. The Godfather died successful. He died old and of old age. Scarface was shot down because he couldn't control his temper. Keep that in mind, black men. Keep that in mind. That movie has done that Scarface movie has been a very large detriment to the black community. Black men were looking at the wrong movie. The Godfather was the movie. That was how you move. Corey wouldn't have hit her if he knew the camera was on him. Shout out to Ryan. He shouldn't have put his hands on her under any circumstances, Ryan. He shouldn't have put his hands on her any circumstances because she didn't touch him. Shout out to Angela. Yes, they got the likes up. Miss Ediva said, get the likes up. Shout out to Tupac. Stephen A. is, he tells us he plays the final. That's facts. We don't agree there. We don't disagree. We don't disagree. Listen, Stephen A. knows where size his bread is buttered on. He knows. Y'all, anytime a man tells you that he wakes up the first thing on his mind is how to get his boss some money and second himself, that lets you know where his mind is. Stephen A. said this himself. I heard it out of his mouth. So when a man tells you that's the first thing on his mind is how to get another man some money, that lets you know he's a boy. Real men have the right to self-determination. They wake up thinking about themselves, how can improve themselves and enrich their families. You don't think about how to get your boss no money and get yourself some second. He's a mark. Shout out to Angela. It took a while. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Mai always. Shout out to Shy. But fighting in someone else's studio would have made Corey a hypocrite. Corey fell out with Zoo over fighting. Shout out to Shy. It's his studio. It's his studio. And let me explain to y'all something. I got a rule. Black men don't have to adopt this rule, but I'll tell you my rule. My rule is don't get in my space. And if you let me get in your space, I'm going to put my hands on you. Because if I get in your face, that means things have escalated to that point. And I'm going to attack just for the simple fact that I make the assumption that you're going to attack me first. So I don't play that game. When they close the distance, it should have been some hands thrown. And it wasn't. Yes, you put your hands on that woman. You walked over to her. We have to continue to get back to that. We need black men to be men. You brothers gonna have to learn how to be men. And I'm gonna teach you. Or not. So soft ass off my channel. Shout out to Angela. Editor just came in with us awesome discussing. I'm not sure. Oh, you should be caught up now, Angela. I'm going in. I'm in emotional state. Yes. Corey sold his soul ages ago and never paid off. That's why he behaves the way he does. Shout out to Common. Off. I think that I don't know about the soldier soul thing. I'm not really particularly sure about how that works. I don't know if that's the Illuminati. I don't know that. I do know this, y'all. A man would do a thing for immediate gain and not realize the poison that it bears for his future. I do know that. So what I like to say is this. Corey has jealousy in him. Corey's mad that he's not in a... Corey believes that he was shunned, and you can see that. By certain, and I've watched Corey y'all previously. I've watched Corey, and I actually subscribe to him. I'm not gonna sit and tell y'all no dishonesty. However, I will be unsubscribing. I cannot support that behavior. I don't have to know everything. I know that you were wrong. I know that, and I have to address that. Shout out to Proud. You seen the chopped and screwed version. Proud. Did we ever see him walk? Did we ever see her walk over to him? Yes or no? Did we see that there was distance between them? Yes, we did. Proud. Stop. It's not masculine, Proud. It's not. Gizmo, my daughter, stop. I'm trying to tell him to stop, Gizmo. Yes. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, Proud. Shout out to Robin. I was saying no man should put their hands on a woman that are strong. A woman is supposed to be respected by her man and protected. Yes, I would say that no man should put their hands on. Right, Robin. Now, Robin, I have to be honest with you. I agree, yet I don't. If a woman is putting her hand, listen, this is why I tell my daughter to keep her hands to herself. Because she this is what a woman cannot do. She cannot put her hands on men and they continuously think that behavior is okay. And they hide behind the fact she's a woman. We ain't playing that over here. So let me make that very clear. I don't play that game. I'm going to get you out of my space. You don't get to put your hands on me. You don't get to hurt me. I'm not your whipping boy. You want to go play with one of these marks. So I will remove you from my space. I will do that. That being said, how does it come about? But once again, y'all, masculine men don't have these problems. Masculine men don't have these problems because they control their environment and they shape it to their will. Oh, okay. Comment. Let me see. Corey's shop. I don't know about that comment. I don't know about that. I haven't heard any. I can't speak to that because I don't know and I haven't heard anything. Shout out to uncivilized highness like her. Get black men deleted and locked up. Uncivilized highness like her. Tupac. It wasn't a good Tupac. Get it, man. Listen. You seem like a hero worshiper. That's why your handle is Tupac and Biggie. So I get it. They're dead, so now you need somebody else. Stop, Tinkerbutt. He put himself in that position. This is what I'm trying to get you black people to understand. And everybody under the sound of my voice. He had every opportunity, y'all, to walk away. He was going back and forth with her, too. Both of them. He could have kept it moving. He didn't. That's that. Black men need to do black men destroy all communities. Shout out to you, speak. There's a plethora of socioeconomic reasons that goes into that. There's a plethora of socioeconomic reasons that go into that. It's not just that simple. And my legal moderator do not like when people put all caps in there, you speak. It's not just that simple that black men destroy their communities. It's not that simple. It's nowhere near that simple. What do you think we learned from? Who do you think we ever tried to emulate? You don't know what you're talking about, you speak. You're just talking some white man talking points that don't work over here. What up, Mr. Divine? Appreciate you so much. Puppy Paul, just subscribe. Thank you, Puppy Paul. Appreciate you so much. She got mushed, not hit. Nothing was hurt except her emotions. Hey, CB, if you think it's okay, I tell you what. How would you feel if your daughter was mushed, punched, or whatever the circumstance is? Some man who's 6'3", 6'4" mushes your daughter. Nothing was hurt except her emotions. You put your hands on my daughter. This is why you don't get respect. This is why you black men wonder why you don't get respect. Because we can't even recognize when something is 100% diabolically wrong. We can't even get on the same page for something that like real wrong. This man he walked over to her and put his hands on her, and yet we'll figure out a way to make that okay. And you wonder why you black men ain't got nothing and why you don't get no respect. It's just that simple. I believe in standing in a woman's place, but that's not correct. She got home. Why? Why? Because he walked over to her and put his hands on her? You sound soft, dog. You sound soft. Get your soft ass off my channel. Shout out to Shay. That's Hollywood. Tony actor. Let me see. Shout out to Shy. That's Hollywood. Tony Accordo is real life example of the Godfather. Shout out to Shy. You know what I'm saying? I've read yes, it's a symbol. Shy. We were talking about movies. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about movies. But I've read Joseph Bonanno's book, A Man of Honor. As a matter of fact, I have it in there. You black men start reading, man. Never get high on your own supply. Never do. Never get high at all, right? I tell black men to leave that weed alone. It's making y'all emotional. And a lot of you black men are weak because of it. Just being honest with you. You don't exercise, you overeating, and you become dependent on it. It's making you weak. Leave the weed alone. Marks. Y'all talk about what black people need to do, but y'all have more energy tearing down black people than you have to do the same. Why? You definitely on the right channel here because I'm a beast of one. So I don't know. You definitely not talking about me. You need to look at my channel. I'm all about the smoke. Who's here? Who here has had assaults on police multiple times? Who here has filed lawsuits to change prison conditions multiple times? Who here stands in the face of fire all his entire life? So you're definitely not talking about me. And if you don't know, it's called Davis versus Milton. That's one. Davis versus Diamond is another. Davis versus Charleston Police is another one. Look him up. Davis Jr. actually, excuse me. Get you a pacer. I'm a warrior, dog. I'm with all the smoke. I'm not none of these cowards on the internet just talking. I'm a man's man. I've been in the streets. I've been in the slums. I've been homeless. I've slept with rats and raccoons. I've counted 866,000 by cash. I've been broke and I couldn't have 2 nickels to wipe together. And I've been taking care of this little girl since she was born. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Nothing. My record is flawless. No Coin Academy. Let me see. I'll be back. Shout out to Miss Angie. Okay. Speak news flag. Y'all, I'm so behind in the chat. Oh my God. Placing our, oh God, that must probably saved a life. That must probably saved an online. Proud FBA. You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. You sound weak. Shout out to Chef Corey Holcomb. Problem is that he's not grounded with anything. The street logic and the self-serving morals. This is why he falls out of pocket. Because, well, here's the thing, Shy. Those street morals didn't play a part when he put his hands. When Anton was in his face, where was those street morals then? See what I'm saying? Where was those street morals then? What was his code of conduct then? Should bless daddy's baby. Bless daddy baby's heart. Bless daddy baby. Bless daddy baby's heart. Bless everything she do. Bless daddy's baby. Shout out to Angie. I was in a abusive relationship with my ex. He's still verbally abusive. He's a narcissist, mean, angry, miserable soul. Thank God I lived and got away from him. He was never healed. Shout out to Angie. Shout out to Angie. And her testimony. And wishing her peace and joy and all of the things that come along with that. Miss Angie, they called me a narcissist. People can say that. Shout out to Tori. Hey, Tori, appreciate you so much. Everything you are saying is right. Shout out to Shy. Thank you. I only wish, hello, say hello, Tinkum. I only wish to help uplift the masculinity and self-esteem of black men. Hello. So that way y'all can be great. But you have to start with correct thinking. Women are not your problem, black men. Your problem is your masculinity and your mind. Your problem is your mind. It's not your women. It's not even white supremacy. Your problem is what's in between your ears. Yes, your ears. That's the ears, pumpkin. Yes, the daddy's ears. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Daddy's ears. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Daddy have 2 ears. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Shout out to exposing the truth. I don't agree with nobody touching anyone. Well, this could have been avoided if her husband had told her to stay out a month. She had no business talking to him. Well, that's a great question, exposing the truth. I'm glad you mentioned that. Her husband is also a very unmasculine man. Her husband is a very unmasculine man because he's with this brutish of a woman. My woman would never be arguing with another man. That would literally never happen. Because my woman would know that her man got it. So the fact that she was going back and forth with this. Now they mocked Corey up afterwards. I get it. But you would never even had the opportunity to walk up on him. Yo, there was so many things that could have happened. Shout out to exposing the truth. This was so many things that could have happened, y'all, to make this. First of all, my woman not going back and forth with no man. That's one. B, he definitely not walking up on her. C, he not putting his hands on her. So we're not even, none of this stuff is never happening, y'all. That's literally never happening with me. My woman already know, yeah, he got it. First, so my woman would have never even said nothing to him. And if he would have said something to my woman, the first thing, excuse me, sir, I didn't hear you. Say it again. Excuse me. That's how I always come with you. Excuse me, sir, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Because I want to make sure I heard it correct. And then now we're going to take it from there. That's how that goes. So yes, he should have had his woman under. Yes, he should have never. Yes, he did not play. He did not handle that correctly. Now, later on, now you're putting your hands on Corey. But once again, she should never even been in a position to be harmed. She shouldn't have even been going back. Hey, baby, we don't do that. You don't argue with no man. My woman don't be in the streets making moves. That's absolutely unmasculine. Yeah, she's talking about ears, Miss Angela. Ryan laughing. Shout out to Ryan. Angie, amen. Indeed. Shot. They didn't mop Corey. They both grabbed each other, and her man went to the ground as the other tried to break it up. Okay, I saw some punches. I saw the guy throwing punches at Corey. I saw Corey getting hit. And I saw some grabbing too. You see what I'm saying? I saw some grabbing too. So, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and then it got blurry and stuff like that. But yeah, he didn't handle it. Her husband did not handle that correctly, y'all. He did not handle that correctly. That was very there was several points, y'all, when this could have been addressed. Right? There were several points that it could have been addressed. But this is why you need men. You need men with correct linear thinking. And a lot of you black men, your minds are weak. White supremacy and weed and being soft, you don't exercise. Your minds are not hard. Your bodies are not hard. And so you can't take, this is all you got is the internet and the microphone. But you got nothing to give, black men. You got nothing, you don't show your lives in real ways. A A lot of you guys is marks, man. Just being honest with you. Shout out to Miss Tori. She said, I don't argue with men. Nor should you, Miss Tori. Just keep it moving. You let your man do that. You let your man handle that. You always, I don't pick and choose, y'all. I never say I need a woman to put me in my masculine. I never say that. You know why? Because a woman doesn't determine whether or not I'm masculine or not. She could never put me in my feminine because that's not in me. See, a lot of you black men, you looking for a woman to be feminine so then you can be masculine. That's your problem. I'm what my creator say no matter the circumstances. You see the difference? You're waiting on her to give you the opportunity to be a man. That's why you say you need to let me lead. I don't tell no woman to let me do nothing. I do it. If you ain't on board, then you out of here. You see how that go? It's very simple. But you don't know that because you a mark. You don't know nothing about that. Because you talk like your mama. You wear bonnets like your mama. You wear Crocs like your mama. You wear pearls like your mama. You wear those choker chains like your mama. You text the letter K like your mama.
No.
That's what they do, Keita. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Niggas 40 years old and still wearing earrings. A lot of you black men 40 years old and still wearing earrings. 50 years old. Still never even had your first suit. Have no ties. Have no dress shoes. You black men don't even know how to tie ties. You don't even know how to get a suit tailor-made to fit. What are we talking about here, man? A lot of you black men is soft. That's why the creator sent me. Y'all, this phone about to die. Appreciate everybody for being here. Y'all got 1%. Oh, I didn't even see that. I got to charge it, y'all. Appreciate everybody for being here with a beast of a man. Thank everybody so much for the conversation. Hopefully you learned something. If not, you a mark. Shout out to everybody who did learn something. You know what I'm saying? If you know, make sure you continue to come back. My lead moderator gave y'all the keys to a kingdom. Make sure y'all take it. Miss Angela's in here, a beast of a man. Y'all know what it is. See you later, Gizmo. Stop being marks.